January 1989. Two McDonald's managers in Macon, Georgia finished their shift and stepped into the cold night air. Minutes later, both are gunned down, execution style, in the restaurant parking lot. No robbery, no witnesses, just shell casings and silence. Decades later, investigators still have no answers, and the killers are out there. This is Ambushed at Sundown, the 1989 McDonald's murders in Macon. Macon, Georgia, a city known for its southern charm, busy streets, and small-town rhythm. But in January 1989, that calm was shattered by one of the most chilling crimes the city had ever seen. It happened at the McDonald's on Riverside Drive near Northside Drive, a spot that was part of everyday life for locals, a place for lunch breaks, family dinners, and teenagers' first jobs. But on that night, it became a crime scene soaked in tragedy. The two victims were Stephen Rose and Frederick Kia, both dedicated managers, known for their hard work and leadership. Stephen had only been a manager at this particular location for a week. They had stayed late to finish closing duties, wrapping up inventory after the dinner rush. Their shift had been uneventful until the end of the night. That's when they left the building, locking up as usual, unaware that someone was waiting for them in the dark. Investigators believe the attack happened fast, brutal, and precise. The men stepped outside, possibly talking as they headed to their cars. Then, gunfire. Shell casings were later found scattered near the parking lot. Both men were hit with high-powered rifle rounds, not a handgun, but a weapon that took planning and intent. This wasn't a robbery gone wrong. Whoever did this didn't take the cash, didn't ask for the keys, didn't even shout a command. They simply fired him out and vanished. When police arrived, they discovered Frederick Key's body near the McDonald's parking lot. Stephen Rose's body was found later, beside an air conditioning unit behind a nearby life insurance agency. The sight left officers speechless. It was cold, deliberate, and heartless. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office and Macon Police launched a massive joint investigation. Over 20 detectives were assigned to the case. They interviewed employees, combed through the restaurant's closing routines, and traced every step the managers took that night. One detail stood out. Stephen and Frederick had already made the night deposit earlier than usual, a small change in their routine. They also dropped off another employee before heading back to finish up. Could someone have known that? Could the killers have been watching, waiting for that exact moment? Detectives explored every theory. Maybe it was an inside job, someone familiar with the restaurant's schedule. Others believed it was a targeted hit. The use of rifles, the clean escape, and the lack of stolen money all pointed to something personal or professional. But despite countless leads, no suspect was ever arrested. No gun was recovered, and every trail went cold. The murders shook the entire Macon community. People were terrified to close their businesses at night. Rumors spread quickly, whispers of jealousy, revenge, or even mistaken identity. Some thought it was a message, the kind of crime that wasn't random at all. Yet with no solid leads, the case faded from headlines. The McDonald's eventually reopened, the city moved forward. But the families of Stephen Rose and Frederick Key never got answers. Investigators who worked the case said it was one of the most puzzling scenes they had ever encountered. The motive, if there even was one, seemed to vanish into thin air. Over the years, the file has changed hands many times. New detectives, fresh eyes, and modern technology, but still no closure. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office keeps the case open, hoping one day someone will come forward with the missing piece. Captain Jimmy Barbie once said, "This wasn't a robbery. This was intent to kill." And that's exactly what makes this case so haunting. Whoever pulled the trigger didn't come for money. They came to end 2 lives, and they succeeded. More than 30 years later, the question remains, who killed Stephen Rose and Frederick Key? Was it someone they knew, or a stranger who learned their routine and struck at the perfect time? Somewhere out there, someone knows the truth. And after all these years, it's time for justice. What do you think happened that night? Drop your theories in the comments below. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more real-life mysteries and true crime stories from around the country. This is one case Macon will never forget. Thanks for watching True Crimes of the Dirty South.